guys, Bow Hunter here. Welcome back to 30 Cal Outdoors. This is called the Blackstone area. I was trying to make it to the Blackstone Gap, but I didn't make it. The road kind of gets all nuts for the truck there, so I'm gonna have to offload the quad. But anyways, I'm just about to set up my tent here. I found this beautiful spot here. So right over here in these trees, I'm gonna set up this tent. So now, I love hanging tents. I like them because you're off the ground and pretty much I'd say about 80% of the animals can't touch you. Now, there is a disclaimer that it's not 100% obvious reasons. I mean, you have grizzly bears, black bears, things that can stand up or they're bigger, right? They can get you if they really, really wanted to. But you're not on the ground, so you're off the moisture, you're off the frost, which I really like. Because in the morning, and depending on where you're camping, you might have early morning frost that gets really bad. This here tent, I've used it a couple times now. I really, really like it. This one here, you'll notice it's got the Woods logo on it. You can buy this at Canadian Tire, but it is made by Tensile. Now, when I looked into it, Tensile does offer other companies to buy their products and then resell them. So I'm assuming that's what happened here, because Tensile is acknowledged. This is a Tensile tent. It's awesome. That's what I wanted. It's just a little bit more affordable price. Now, I don't know how they swung that, but it's pretty awesome. So we're just going to get right through real quick to telling you what we got in the bag. So this is your bug net, bag of ratchets right here, okay? And these are your ratchet straps. This is rated for 880 pounds, 3-person. This here is your rain fly. This here is your base. Now the base, I really like it. It's made of some really awesome quality stuff. It's lined here, and again, you'll see the Tensile logo on it. See, I keep saying that because to me it was a big deal that it was from Tensile. I really like their products, and if I could afford their other products, I would definitely do that. They're on the higher end price-wise. I mean, this one here comes at you at about $600. It's a lot cheaper than the Tensile was selling it for. I mean, I understand they put a lot of effort into making this, and I mean, honestly, to spend the money, it's well worth it. I just don't have it, so I got lucky that Canadian Tire sold it. So. They got seatbelt liner on the outside for extra strength. Ripstop material. This here is where you hook up your ratchet to this, and you can see the webbing underneath. It goes all the way through, so you can tighten this as hard as you want. I've tried it. It's pretty awesome. But now that's going to be the key. I'll talk about that later. Is how this goes up. Underneath, you'll see there's some strapping or some buckles here. These buckles are to attach your bug net to. Okay, so simple to do. And then you get your aluminum. These ones are aluminum poles, and they are the elastic quick connect ones. And you get these stakes for tying down your rain fly. Now, when you get this, a lot of everything you're going to notice is it's all elasticized. Even the tie downs are elasticized. Now that makes sense. Now, having done this a couple times, at first I was like, why, right? Why do they do that? But then after using this a couple times, I realized that the whole thing kind of moves once you get in it, and it flexes down, right? And things have to be able to form to that shape. So that's kind of why that makes obvious sense. The company manufacturer specifies that you don't go over 4 feet. I mean, they don't want you to have an injury or death. Let's get to setting it up. I just showed you a little bit about my view and why it's so beautiful here and why I decided to camp here. So I got my tent base strung up in the tree there. One critical thing about this, in order to get all 3 sides tight, you have to be completely straight in line with each strap that goes out, right? It's got to be on that perfect angle type of thing. I mean, it's definitely workable. It's not hard. You just kind of have to have an idea of angles, and you might have to move the base a bit, kind of get it lined up. So this is my 3rd time setting it up, and I haven't really had a major problem. You know, you kind of have to have a starting base, you know, trees kind of in the right area, and then you can move the base around to kind of fit that where you need it. Now, they all have locking ratchets, so they lock, and the ratchets they point up at the top, and that's so that you can actually hook. They come with hooks to hook onto the rain fly. It's pretty awesome. Now I'm going to show you guys how to hook this the bug net up. It's pretty easy, just clip and go, right? So you start on the corners. I'll show you. Corners are small like this, and they got the clips. They also got a slit in them for your metal poles. So okay, so the underneath part I'm going to leave till last. I'll show you that. I'm just going to connect it to the end. But now I'm going to throw up my my aluminum poles. Now there is a little string at the top where you got to connect. You just got to tie it around it, and so I'll have to jump up and do that. And then once I get that erect, I also jump up and throw the fly on top. Well, these just snap together, real nice and easy. And this is that string I was telling you about there. It's gonna help lift the middle up. So you want to run that through. I like to run mine right through this hole. So in order to do that, I got to just pop one of these out, and then I just run it up. I can't hold the camera and do it. So you just run that string up and through there, and then tie a bow in it. That's all you got to do. I've lasted my 15 minutes before the next rain cloud rolls in. So I might have to do this backwards. Well, it might not be backwards. I might learn something new today. I'm going to throw the fly on top right now, on top of it all, and then try to erect it, okay? These here are the clips I was telling you about. There's 2 of them, and they go right on the ratchet. So while I'm up here, right before that rain hits, I'm just going to roll this back here, get this in the general area, and there's some little clips you got to attach to the poles. I'll just show you how to hook these up. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? So you make sure one's on each side of the strap, and then this is for your bug fly, right? Just clip them in, and it keeps it nice and tight. Also keeps you from falling out, I suppose. Unless you jump out, then it's a different story, but adds a little pressure to your body, so not like it's been a big deal for me. I mean, when you sit in here, it kind of caves in. It's real nice. Yeah, hear that thunder? That thunder will last for about 15 minutes. Now I have done this backwards because I didn't worry about that rain, so now we'll just see if this works. But all you do now is you just push up them poles. That's where you're going to connect your pole. Right on the edge here, and you're just going to slide the one end in there. You'll notice it's not perfect yet. That's because I did it backwards, like I said, because I was afraid of the rain. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to open up one of the doors, go inside and just readjust. It's super easy to do. So now it's fully erect, and you can just adjust the rods. The one flaw back about this is they don't give you an attachment for the rain fly to the poles. So the poles, under certain wind conditions, I guess, will start to bend. I mean, theoretically, you're still dry, so it's not a big deal, and you can reset them real easy. And then these here you can tighten after, but this is what it looks like. And it is an open concept tent. My tie downs here, you'll be able to see up into there. So I like that. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I can see what's going on around me, and I can feel the wind. For this next step, it's the last step. I'm just going to tie down the fly. Well, everybody, thanks for watching 30 Cal Outdoors and Bow Hunter. That concludes the video I'm doing on my Levitate 3 tents by Woods, also by Tensile. You can get it at Canadian Tire. I highly recommend you try one of these systems out. I've researched the heck out of this one. I really like it. This is going to be my 3rd time camping in it. It's kept me warm, it's kept me dry. The warm factor though came from my sleeping bag because it's full airflow. But I know that Tensile does offer one that's 4 seasons, around this somewhere between the $1,200 to $1,800 mark. They have a lot of really cool products out there. So for this product, thumbs up. I love it. This is the finished product. I'll be staying here for another 3 days, and I don't know if you can see, but you can definitely hear my view. It's beautiful. I love the great outdoors. Ciao. Talk to you next time.